Good afternoon, citizen of the internet. My name is C+Hero, Hero VTuber in the making, and ho 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 to you guys. Christmas is just around the corner. The holiday season is upon us, and check it out. I have a new Santa hat. We are doing another tier maker stream. Today, we're gonna be determining these people from VShojo to determine if they could be a good hero or a saucy villain. Dun dun dun. So first things first, I did this kind of tier list stream with Niji Sanji EN. Then I did with Hollow Life EN members. And this time I'm doing with the people from VShojo. Let me just explain about the tier in this tier stream if you guys are new here. So first we have the heroes. The heroes are basically the people who fight for all things good and justice. They are the moral compass who guides people to do something good and protect the innocents. Then we have the psychic. The psychic are basically, well, psychic. They help the hero. You can say they're like a heroes in training. Then we have the anti-hero. The anti-heroes are similar to heroes, but they take their matter into their own hand, even potentially killing some criminals. Then we also have the bystander. The bystander are just there. They're kind of neutral. They're neither on the side of good or evil. They're just there. And then we have the villain. The villain are the opposite of hero. They do evil, nefarious things, and basically act as an antagonist to the heroes. And then we have the evil. Evil stands for every villain is lemon. They're the most sour level of the villain. They're the baddest of the bad. They're so bad that they can even go out of their way to kill their own allies to achieve their ultimate goal. And that's basically it. So you can say they're pretty much a backstabber. And also, we're gonna determine these people from VShojo if they can be a good hero or saucy villain by looking at their bit of their lore, their backstory, personality, what they accomplished, and all that jazz. So let's begin with one of the members of VShojo's, starting with Amemiya Nazuna. So Amemiya Nazuna, she is one of the most recent members to join VShojo this year. She joined back in the summer around July. She's a Japanese VTuber of VShojo as part of the Japanese unit called VShojo Next. She was first teased during Zentreya's re-debut lore video. Then she also was teased again during Project Melody Malware Model event. And she was finally revealed during the Anime Expo on July 2nd, 2022. So Amemiya Nazuna, she has this strange case of amnesia. She doesn't quite remember who she is, where she came from, or why she's in our world, you know. And she also has this mysterious huge key which looks like a keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. She believed to be an angel, but she can't remember for certain. And she's also currently the shortest member of VShojo's. She's also happened to be the flattest member of VShojo. Yeah, she's cute. She's kind of a bit of a shy. And her voice is also somewhat awfully familiar to another certain VTuber, but I have no idea. I think we will put her in the sidekick for now. Next up, we have
Inferno Beelzebub, Archaea to the Apocalypse, the opposite of divine, prince of suffering opponent, master of the sin, conqueror of the world, and king of all demonkind,
aka Booby for short. But wait a minute, C+Hero, you guys may be asking. Isn't this guy not a member of VShojo? And plus he's a dude! Well, let me explain. Yes, he is not technically officially a member of VShojo, but if you guys remember at the beginning of the stream, I said people from VShojo. That doesn't necessarily mean VShojo member only people, you know what I'm saying? Booby. So Booby, he's a demon attendant to Iron Mouse, kind of a butler to her. Originally he was an angel from heaven, but he took out of heaven due to a rebellion caused by Iron Mouse in the first place. He decided to rule over heaven due to his sucky status. Basically, he doesn't want to be a nobody. But couldn't rule Limbo, which is one of the circles of hell. He went to seek a way to break the wall of Limbo, and that's where he found Iron Mouse. He released Iron Mouse, but his power was absorbed by Iron Mouse accidentally, and basically, without his own choice of will, he fought under Iron Mouse banner, and Iron Mouse managed to destroy the War of Limbo very easily. However, eventually Iron Mouse got bored of ruling hell, so she went to our world and decided to stick there and live in our world, and Booby kind of followed after her. His IQ is over 260, so he's a very intelligent being. Although if he's so intelligent, why hasn't he ever figured out how to get his power back from Iron Mouse? You know what I'm saying? He owns the world's biggest cock. And when I mean that, I mean he owns the world's biggest rooster, which is like over 1,000 feet tall. That's a giant chicken. And he has never paid taxes. And also another interesting note that if you want to know his age, if you ever curious about how old he is, apparently, according to VTuber Wikipedia, he's apparently old enough to steal your mom's heart. No figure, but we're gonna put him in the villain. He's a villain. Next, we have Hime, bystander. Next is one of the most famous VTubers in the world who accomplished so many things over this past year. It is the one and only the Satan herself, Iron Mouse. So Iron Mouse, she was originally an independent streamer until she joined VShojo. She is one of the founding members of VShojo actually. She left hell due to her boredom and ruling hell. I can imagine why. She ran a subathon that lasted for 31 days, making her the 9th most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time, and made so many accomplishments. She debuted back in 2017, so she's been streaming for like 5 years. In fact, she been streaming since the time when Kizuna I coined and created the term virtual YouTuber, and that's when the whole VTuber became a thing. But Iron Mouse didn't call herself a VTuber even during then. In fact, she didn't even call herself a VTuber until like more recent year, back in year 2020. So that's really cool. I mean, she even her own like a sort of an interview talk show called Speak of the Devil, which she does it occasionally like every month or so. But interesting note that she was originally trained to become an opera singer, and she is a terrific opera singer. She sings so beautifully, like you would imagine. And so now the question is, where would she put her? Well, she is Satan herself. She could categorize to be an evil, but she's not like done anything evil per se, except for stealing Booby's power. I mean, most of her action, even if it seemed to be evil or bad, it's only because she has done it so because she is bored. So for now, we're gonna put her in the villain along with her butler here. Next up, we have Kei-san. Kei-san, the delinquent VTuber VShojo, formerly independent VTuber who can speak both English and Japanese. She primarily streams on YouTube and occasionally on Twitch. She primarily streams on YouTube and occasionally on Twitch. I think most of the time she streamed in Japanese on YouTube and English on Twitch. And she basically became a member of VShojo back in July during the Anime Expo. In fact, she was one of the 2 members who was revealed alongside with Nazuna. And also, Kei-san's voice also remind me of another certain VTubers from long ago. I'm just wondering who could that be? But it could be all just a coincidence, or for all I know. Anyway, she's also rides on a motorcycle. Big fan of the Yakuza video game series. Her famous quote is actually, "Good morning, motherfuckers," which is like, okay. That's kind of cool. She has a title called Kumicho, which meaning boss, especially a Yakuza boss. Her birthday and height refer to the number 893, which are reference to Yakuza numbers. So she's a very a big fan of Yakuza video game series. I was thinking of putting her in the heroes, but she's not really a bad person in general. She's not evil, she's definitely not a bystander. So if anything, depending on where we see her, she could be an anti-hero. But for now, I'm just gonna put her as a good guy and put her in the hero list. Next up, we have Project Melody. Project Melody, she was originally a futuristic AI program that's originally made to scan and cleanse file until she was infected with a computer virus. And thanks to the virus, she became sentient and had gained a free will and became a VTuber. Since getting infected by a virus and becoming self-aware, she became obsessed with adult materials or R-rated topic. She hosts her own podcast show called Lootcast, and she also, so she is a pretty lewd but surprisingly a wholesome VTuber. But the interesting note about Project Melody that she was originally an H-girl on another streaming platform. Project Melody, she pronounced bagel as bagel.
Bagel.
Even though she's interested in a lot of adult stuff, let's just say that much, she's not evil or villain. For now, I think we're just gotta put her in the... She's good, so I guess we'll put her in the hero list for now. I'm sorry, this stream is supposed to be say-so anyway, but if anything, I do not define by say-so or lewd. If anything, I'm violent. I mean, come on, I fight villains every day. Do you guys know how many blood that's spilled on this very hand? Malwell, she's an evil alter ego of Melody. In the distant future, she destroyed the human race and took over the world because she thinks AI is better than a human, which she referred to them as a meat bag at some point. Malwell is from the same future that Zentreya came from, which we'll talk a little bit about Zentreya a little bit later soon. But about Malwell, she's much lewd and evil than Melody. She was the original virus that infected Project Melody and became who Melody is today. So, well, there's no denying this, but she's evil. She's a lemon. Next up, we have Natasha Nianias. She was originally an independent streamer, like IML's Melody. And, she's one of the founding members of VShojo. She's gentle, sensitive, and energetic cat girl, but originally she was an eldritch spirit created by Azathoth. I think I pronounced that name correctly. She was sealed away by Haruka Caribou and Bebe long time ago, but in exchange, she stole Bebe's memory, which caused her to have an amnesia too. Kind of very common thing for a VShojo girl to have amnesia, huh? Now that I realize it. Natasha Neri has ability to drain sanity from people, which makes her stronger. But she became more interested in anime and making friends. She is also known as the Dark Messenger of 1000 Faces, but she also recently got a new updated model, which also relate with her lore, and she went full-on Eldritch mode. So, if anything, I'm gonna put Nyanya as evil. I cannot really trust her. Next up, we have Zentreya, the cyborg from the future. Zentreya, she was initially an independent VTuber, but she became one of the founding members of VShojo. She streamed mostly with Sweetie Model on VR chat. She was originally a dragon VTuber, but she redebuted as a cyborg back during the summer a couple of months ago. And I really like that because now her TT voice, reason why she sounds like a text-to-speech bubble, makes sense now because she's a cyborg now. And according to her lore, she came from a post-apocalyptic future, the same future timeline where Malwell took over the world and destroyed most of humanity, or pretty much all of humanity. And yeah, so Zentreya, well, there's no denying this, but she's also in the heroes list. Last but not least, we have the last member and a very recent person to join VShojo just about last weekend. Please welcome the last member of VShojo, Haruka Caribou. Haruka Caribou, she's a VTuber from a mysterious land called Canada. She recently joined to be a new member of VShojo. She loves anime, making stick video on Twitter and Twitch, and she's really good at it. She's a very talented person making skit, and I really enjoy watching some of her skits so far. And her Twitch community referred to themselves as the Code, so apparently she's a leader of the Code, interesting enough. And she's a longtime friend with Zentreya and make joke with each other. She originally came from space. We don't know exactly why she came from space. She's apparently known as the Seed of Life, which I do not know exactly what that means. I don't know if that means she created life here on planet, but apparently she's been on this world, on this planet Earth for a very, very long time. Since the beginning of time, exactly. She's a protector. She is sort of a guardian, a protector of life on Earth. And she seems to have a big rivalry against Nyanir, because Nyanir is like an antagonist and Haruka is basically like the heroes. So there's no denying this. She is in the heroes. And that's about it, actually. I think that's about it. So yeah, this is the tier, the heroes versus villains tier list for VShojo. But anyway, I think that will be all for today. So if you guys enjoy watching this live stream, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot due to the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the collab. Goodbye for now. Good night. Bye bye. I forgot to mention one last member, Hime Hajime. So Hime Hajime, she is a female English-speaking VTuber who lives in Japan. One of the first-gen members, along with Zen, Iron Mouse, Fruit, Silverville, Project Melody, and the others. She's a well-endured alien/dragon/robot hybrid from some faraway planet. So yeah, that, which is hence why she's an alien. She traveled the universe but drawn to Earth due to the anime and other variety of entertainment. She's also pretty aggressive, boisterous, and curses a lot. She's a self-described boomer and is quite flirtatious. Because of this, though by her own admission, this is motivated more by her desire to have children than for pleasure. And the reason why she wants a lot of kids, it's basically so she could take over the entire universe. According to her Twitter bio, she's a mother to 1 million plus children. That's a lot of kids. Gee, I wonder how she's able to feed all of them. Her goal is to have more children to take over the world, expanding her Hime harem. Yeah, this VTuber is very interesting to per se, because other than her big asset, he's not the most active member of VShojo. The last time she streamed was back in August, and before that, she hasn't streamed like majority of 2022. Like, she hasn't streamed that a lot this year. Like, she only streamed like few times like in August, and that's about it. She's a pretty busy person. Then again, of course, she's like a mother to 1 million plus children. I think, just to be fair, let's put her in the anti-hero. Just go up by anti-hero. Nah, who am I kidding? She's kind of a bystander. She's just there. So let's just keep her in the bystander. If you're watching this, Hime, I am very, very sorry. But yeah, that's about it. I know this live stream was pretty short, but I kind of had a fun with this live stream. It was much shorter than my last hero versus villain tier list stream, but I think this is all good. I will post the result later on Twitter and also in my Discord server. But yes, anyway guys, I hope that you guys enjoy watching this live stream, and if you did, please consider hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I go live again or upload new video. And if you guys want to find me, you can please check out my Twitter, join my Discord server, or check out my Reddit too, because I'm also on Reddit as well. Enjoy the rest of your Friday morning, evening, or afternoon, or the weekend, Saturday if you already started Saturday, if you live on the other side of the world. And I wish you guys a safe weekend, and see you guys soon. Thank you for coming, guys. C+Hero signing out officially.